Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. And it's reaction time. Checking out Basilisk via Hammer. Am I saying that right? I keep saying it. I'm in my head. It
No,
sounds
no.
like it was all right, but I don't know, man.
Held,
Like there
held
was a
it.
Harry there was a Harry Potter film where there was like one of these. It's a snake that turns people to stone, right? Like Medusa, but a snake or something, right?
I don't think it turned people to stone. I think it just bit them
If it
and
looked at
stuff.
you,
But
it looked at you. Swear on.
I don't.
Anyway, maybe it was the Harry Potter film. I don't know. It's been a while
It is a
since I
no.
watched
It
anything
is a
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter. It is a Harry Potter thing, isn't it? It's like giant snake. They fight at the end, and then he has to stab it with a sword. But
Yeah,
I don't think
but
it
it's
turned them
probably
to
like
stone.
mythological, right? It's got to be like mythological, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Should have done this research before I even did anything.
It
Now
probably
I'm putting
doesn't
to
really
Google.
matter, like in relation to the video. I'm assuming this isn't a Harry Potter themed song.
No, well, I'm going to presume it's not either, but I have Googled and is a legendary reptile often depicted as a serpent-like creature with a variety of deadly powers. In European
Right.
folklore, the basilisk is described as having the ability to kill with its gaze or even its touch. So not necessarily turn to stone, but kill with its gaze. So I'm getting Medusa confused because of the snakes in her head.
Mm.
Anyway, Hammer, the Scottish metal band. This is their first single, taken from their upcoming sophomore album, Trapped, which is out on August 1st. As of the time recorded, but not the time you're viewing this is very fresh, as in it's just been released today. But it'll be a few days. It'll be basically the week after by the time you actually get around to watching it. And I've not checked it out yet, even though I've got a plan to listen to it as well for the single slam. I haven't done that yet, so I haven't actually heard this. But I like Hammer. I like Hammer. Thinking back to like Bloodstock, they were cool. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, this should be pretty good. I like their style, I like their sound. And this feels like they're putting a little bit more momentum behind this. Like they got PR running for this one. They've already got a video out for this first single, so it's not even like a lyric video; it's an actual video. Kind of feels like yeah, okay. And the album is not due till August, and it's like the 29th of May today. So like this is a long build period as well. Could be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I echo probably pretty much everything that you said in that. Like I know them a bit. I like what I know. I haven't heard this song yet. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'd expect to like it, to be honest with you, but like it'd be, yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I've listened to anything by Hammer.
Well, yeah, it
I'm just trying
it
to
would have
think.
been
Probably,
last year.
yeah, but like even listening back to things, like, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think you always get to the point like where one festival sort of ends or whatever it is, and you start building playlists for the next one, and you kind of
Yeah.
like listen to songs and that sort of thing. But no, it'd be cool. I'm looking forward to this. It should be good.
It's our second appearance for our reactions, of course. Bloodstock 2024, and I build up to that. We did Accelerator when they were building towards playing Bloodstock, so this should be fresh. It's fresh, basically. It's fresh stuff. So yeah, let's just dive in. Stop narrowing away. We've got a track that's 3 minutes and 50 seconds long, and I have a funny feeling just based off the first screen, which looks like the drummer's about to start hammering away. It'll be a fast and instantly heavy one. Right, let's do this in three, two, one, go. Oh, that flew by. Oh, that really flew by.
Hmm.
Oh no, started
Confused.
playing Sun. See, that's what happens when I use my YouTube for like mostly nonsensical extended versions of video game soundtracks. Immediately straight into Silent Hill 2, The Day of Night, 500% slower. Okay then. There we go. Bit different to what we just experienced. Yeah, I want to go back to that. I really like the video. I just got to say that's actually really, really professional looking, well done video. Which is mostly in a kind of doing a whole, just in a not a warehouse, so to speak. But when it's just in a room and here's the band, but the camera angles, the speed, the flipping around, the kind of way it's angled, the way I love when it was doing the big band shots, and you really get to see like the two guitarists and the bassist really go for it as well. I love the dungarees the frontman vocalist is wearing. They look awesome. I'm not.
I don't. That was like
I couldn't get.
one of my main criticisms. So, ugh.
I couldn't get away with it. I think yeah, but also like, is it maybe because Scottish people? I don't know, man. Maybe that's why
I
they
don't
they,
know.
they can get away with it.
Well, maybe no one should get away with it. But
I I thought they were okay as well.
fashion police.
Yeah, the lighting's really good where it's mostly all dark, but using those lights and silhouetting the kind of band, and that sort of end bit where they're kind of I don't know what it was, kind of getting covered in like, well, look at oil, but kind of getting covered in goopy stuff. I don't know what that was, But yeah, I really like the video. That's the start. Did you like the video?
I mean, I did. I always like, but I'm going to be a little. I'm not going to be critical as such, but it's not like, oh my God, there's something happened in this video. It's the four band, like sorry,
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
five
course, yeah.
five band members sort of rocking out, and that's cool to watch. But obviously you see it a lot, don't you? So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like yeah, you're absolutely right. But at this level, it's just
the
nice,
video,
particularly
oh
as a
yeah, yeah, the
first
video's
opening
fine. The
track.
video's fine. It looks like it's well put together, and what I mean, it's nicely shot. Um, so yeah, that's cool.
Compared to the track though. I mean, got
I like the song. I do. I think it's very, very good. It had, I like the quality in terms of like the sound, the production quality, like is brilliant, like absolutely huge. It sounds like big record label sort of sound.
yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's what it is. Like, really, really thought that a lot of the instruments sort of shone out in it. It
Mm,
didn't like not as in though like things were taking over each other, but like there were so many moments where I could really hear the bass, or the drums were kind of like really prominent, and you kind of get maybe caught up by a little beat that's coming from there, and a
yep.
bit from the guitars. So like I really, really felt the sound was like great, and I thought it had. I very much enjoyed. Probably not going to sound right, but it kind of had a bit of like a sort of old school, just good old heavy metal, sort of like 90s kind of metal, sort of like sound and groove and like heaviness to it.
Mm,
The vocals, I think, then add more heaviness because they're very gravelly, but they are like also they're listenable in that I can kind of catch most of what he's saying.
true.
But then like the lyrics are below the video, which helps as well with that. And I just on based on what you were saying at the beginning, the very, very last line of the lyrics in the video that he shouts over and over again is about two
The
stone.
stone, right?
So
Yeah.
so yeah, they
Fucking knew it.
obviously
I'm right.
they yeah. Well, you them and nobody else, because even like when you Googled it, it didn't say two stone, but there you go. So yeah, yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought I really liked the sort of rich, thick sound to it,
Mm,
and I liked his vocals. I thought it all complemented everything complemented itself very, very well without, and this is the typical me bit, without there being like a thing that made me go like, oh my God, I've never heard that before. Or, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was never there,
mm.
it was a really, really, really good heavy metal song that I would happily listen to, many, 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 many times. So yeah, I don't know. They're positives. I'm not trying to be negative on it. I haven't really got
Of
any
course.
negatives on it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not. It's very, very good.
But you see like the workplace compliment sandwich sometimes. Find but without actually saying anything too negative here. Um,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I mean, it's not there's not really a negative to kind of give because like it's just good heavy metal, right?
yeah.
Like, and there is like of course we have to appreciate when bands are working, video wise, for example, on a budget
Mm,
that isn't, nuclear blast sort of giving you, God knows whatever, £50,000 to buy makeup and, or just
yeah.
two. or just to pay AI to do some shit for you, whatever it is these days.
Oh, hey, there it is. Yes.
No, but do you know what I mean? So you have to appreciate that, and you have to. It's only fair that you take that into account, you know. So that's
Yeah.
why, like, if that video, this is the truth. If that video had been, I don't know, man, a Gojira video, I probably would have said I was disappointed.
Hmm.
You know, if that was just Gojira rocking out on stage, I've been like, really, guys, we've seen you do that like 50 fucking times. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's, I guess, that's the difference, and that's where you kind of look at it. You know, these guys, I would imagine, weren't working with a huge budget,
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah, for
managed to
sure.
create a really good video that I thought captured the, I don't know, the energy of it. I thought the song kind of captured that as well. The dungarees, not so much. They didn't benefit the. I'm just joking with that one, you know. But like, I don't know. Will I remember this song in 6 months' time? I don't know. Maybe. I don't. That's the thing with it. I don't know. So often,
It all
like,
depends on environment and situation, doesn't it? Because I think this is a track that would sound particular. Well, I think it sounded huge. I think that's a
mm,
particularly high point. And you use the word rich. I think that's coming from the fact they have two guitarists and a bass player as well. That's adding a certain richness, and you can see the back and forth between the guitarists as well. Particularly, there's a lot of riffs in this track, and the vocals let like because they allow so much room to breathe. They allow moments for the guitars to shine, for the bass to come through, for the drums to really, really take control without it constantly being spat out. But when it is, it's got that extreme kind of on the harsher side of metal. So it gives it that really heaviness because you almost
yeah,
have, to a degree, the way the guitars are going, there's almost a melodic edge, a harmonized edge to a lot of the kind of harmonic music going on. And then you kind of get that more extreme side by the drums really going hell for leather a lot of the time, the bass really adding a backbone of heaviness to thing, and then those vocals. I really thought it was a great track, but I also think it's one of those that would actually probably be killer live, maybe more than on record. On record, yeah, thoroughly fucking enjoyable and really easy headbanger. But live, I think, man, you have a few beers,
yeah.
that comes on, and it's 3, 4 minutes of just unrelenting heaviness. Like it's gonna sound fucking huge in the right venue.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You know, sort of song that like it will definitely get your head moving. It'll get you wanting to jump in the pit, and it's short
Uh,
enough that even at my age, I can probably handle the pit for just about 3.5 minutes. So I'll be okay. But I think more importantly for me, and like you know, I know that sometimes the things I say sound like I'm maybe being overly critical where it's not necessary, but that's not the intent. But I guess what I would say is that even though I said that, would I remember this song in 6 months? I don't know, but that's a fact. I just don't know. But what it did do for me. And I
mm,
think that's its purpose, right? As a single for new work coming out, is make me go, oh, I really, really like that. I'm gonna have to make sure I check out this album.
yeah,
And it's doing that that then can lead you down the rabbit hole of the album where you then might find maybe it's this song, maybe it's a different one or a different two or four or five, which are the ones that stick with you for whatever, like a year, two
yeah,
years, 10 years. Do you know what I mean? So you release a single, I imagine, to generate that, right?
yeah.
And that song would do that, I think, for anyone who's a fan of heavy music.
Well, I don't think this is too far removed from the sort of stuff they were doing last year with Accelerate and things like that. Like that's the thing, and so it's particularly as a first single. Like a lot of the time, I find with bands who are building up to release an album, the first single is the one that kind of just like ease people in. Like if you've got something crazily weird on the album that's so out of your
I
comfort
what
zone, it's
Let's
not
pull
what
the
you release
saxophone
first.
out.
Yeah, you don't release that first, right? That's like the second or third single to show the variety. This is
Yeah,
Hammer coming out hot, basically. Um,
yeah,
to want of a better way of putting it, hammering hard and reminding people of what they can do. And I really, I enjoyed it as much as you did.
yeah, yeah. I look forward to Hammer's EDM single coming out in a few weeks. That's not true, by the way, just in case anyone stops listening to
No,
that.
no, no. It's a yeah, it's a banging good start. It's gonna be exciting to watch the follow along to the build of this album. Of course, it's not out to the 1st of August, but for now we have Basilisk. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts that you want to share with us? Know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.